What's going on, guys? It's another episode of the K&I Podcast. I'm here with my boy Kevin Passman over in New Zealand. I'm Isaac Eubank, as you know, over here in Houston. And we're just chilling, man. Another day, another fucking, some more pandemic going around.
You're chilling. I'm out and about, man. What are you talking about? We're out of full lockdown, so yeah, I'm out and about,
lucky.
Man. Yeah,
you're lucky, man. People are out and about over here, but I'm not. I'm trying to stay healthy, trying to stay safe. I got tested, and it came up negative. It turns out I was just sore from working out, so I thought I was sick, man, but I was just sore from working out.
it's something, man. How you all this stuff going around. Any little symptom, you're like, do I have it? What's going on here? What's that feeling in my chest? Am I sneezing too much? Am I doing, And then you start Googling. You start Googling symptoms,
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I am hypersensitive, man, because I definitely this is something I don't want to catch,
Yeah, of course not. Yeah.
The symptoms are just too gnarly. Anyway, so you guys are out and about. You guys are having fun. What's going on over there?
Well, it's Monday morning, so today's the first day of loosening restrictions, So I'm gonna go get my new Mini and cruise around, wash it up. I can get out and do stuff like that now. Do a little filming. We're going out of town this weekend. Fabulous place somewhere that Natalie has found. And we're gonna go rent it, Airbnb, and stay on the beach and. Just a hard life, man. Terrible, man.
Yeah, man. Sounds horrible, man. Sounds like torture. Man, I'm dying to go to the beach, man. We went to the beach once out here, and we had to rent a hotel and totally disinfect the hotel rooms before we can go in there and do anything. But we rented the hotel rooms for the sole purpose of using the restroom because we didn't want to use public restrooms. And so we got the hotel, we went to the beach, we spent a good 4, maybe 5 hours down there until people started showing up, and then we got the hell out of there.
So,
yeah, we got to go to the beach. I'm still jealous of you going to the beach because it entails a lot more time than 5 hours, and you don't have to disinfect anything, man. You get to just relax and luxury and sip your little champagne and shit like that.
I think there'll be champagne involved. I'm not fancy, but if it's around, I'll drink it.
I'm not fancy. This guy's going out to a freaking different B&B on a different beach every weekend. Buying new classic cars every other weekend, but he's not fancy, you guys. Fucking idiot.
I don't see the classic cars as being fancy, because some of them are, a couple of $1,000s, man. They need a little work,
It's a couple $1,000s, Not a big deal. So, what else is going on, man? Are you sipping tea and eating crumpets and all that shit too, or what?
No, man. I'm a coffee dude. But I'm getting into the fancy stuff here. I mean, I like some. I'm starting to use some of their phrases here,
yeah,
they got some weird phrases here, man. One gave me the giggles the other day, and I said I've got to incorporate that into my speak. It was called. The guy was talking about somebody who got in a bad deal, and he said, "Poor guy got the rough end of the pineapple." I'm like, that's just fantastic, man. I'm gonna have to use the
pineapple.
The key with using phrases like that, you have to act like you're completely serious about it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to throw it in there like it's natural. Everybody knows this phrase. I hear phrases like that here, and it puzzles me. I'm like, did you just make that up? It's like, no, you've never heard that before? It's like, no.
That doesn't sound inherently Kiwi to me. That just sounds like some dude coming up with some funny shit.
It's Kiwi stuff, man. I'm trying to think of some of the other phrases they use, but it's some of the phrases sound like they just made it up on the spot, It's just ass backwards too a lot of times. So yeah, man, just over here, write a few jokes and do stuff. The thing that I do every morning, though, it's really morbid and weird. A little habit I have. I like to look at the Wikipedia's recent death pages. Because everybody knows about it's all over social media. guys like Chadwick Boseman dies this week, big movie star in the prime of his career. Everybody knows that, and it's really, that's tragic. But these other guys, like this guy Cliff Robinson, that died on the same day as him, he was a former basketball player, man, 6'10". He's 53 years old, man, and died of cancer. But I used to love to watch this guy. He played in the NBA for 18 years, man.
Oh wow.
He's 6'10". He's like 210 pounds, man. Real tall, lanky guy, but he had some offensive skills, man. He could score. He was always running down the court, man. Always had lots of energy and stuff like that, And I love the guy, but
yeah. But was he the Black Panther?
He probably could have kicked the Black Panther's ass. He's 6'10". Have you not heard?
He was saying, man.
Yeah, but he's actually a real physical being, a specimen. He's not a pretend one. I mean, yeah.
It is fascinating how certain people's deaths can be overlooked just because of somebody.
Well,
like
and he
that.
was a star. I think he was like an all-star a few times and all that, but he's not the big names. He's not Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, anybody like that. But I loved watching this guy, man. Just somebody from my youth, and I love to watch him. And but yeah, let's talk about Cliff Robinson. Everybody's talking about Chadwick Boseman, man. And I hate that guy died. Yeah, I do, but it's not.
It's sad that he died, but
Yeah.
literally every post on Instagram is him. It's like, okay, we get it, and it's so how do you say it, disingenuous, and when people repost shit after the fifth or sixth time that you've seen it, there's no point in you sharing that whatsoever. You know what I mean?
At that point, it's about you, not them.
Exactly. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
I bet you that our fucking our followers would go up if I just went online and posted, a picture of him, a picture of Trump, and like a picture of Biden with devil horns. Like if you just post like the hot topic, stuff, people will just jump on board, man. It's so hilarious. My mom is the worst for that.
Sometimes you don't even have to post that stuff. Whatever you post, they'll bring it to it.
Yeah.
It'll be there in the
crazy.
Comments. Like, that's not even what we're talking. We're not talking politics here.
There was a politics fight in our comments. Did you see that?
I saw that. Yeah.
That was hilarious. He must be a Trump supporter.
Over an auto parts meme.
Over an auto parts meme. That shit was hilarious. I never thought that it would go political. We crack jokes here and there, and we try to say things are fucked up, but. That shit's hilarious, man. I never thought I would go there.
Somebody put something like, "Oh, it must be a Republican," and the other one's like, "I know more Democrats who can't change their own tire than this and that." And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." Please.
What's funny is I see all the people that subscribe to our channel, and a lot of them are Trump supporters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm seeing a shit ton of Trump supporters. So it's funny to me, man, how far apart we are, but how interested in the same shit we are. It's like we're really not that far apart.
Not really that far apart. No, they want to make you act like you're so far apart, and we're kind of in some ways on the same side, And,
it's so funny.
But I try to avoid. I'm not really political to begin with, but at the same time, I like cars and I like certain things, and to me, and a lot of the politics is reactive. It's not.
It's all reactive. That's what that's the original point of what we were saying. Is people will just see things and then they'll just either share it or react to it. Like my mom, she's famous for just reading a headline and then sharing it. It'll be like there was a pedophile ring or something that was busted in Georgia, but there was some misinformation about it. There was 64 kids found in a trailer or something, and it wasn't that. It's not what happened. It was just I don't know exactly what it was, but it's just funny. She'll just post shit right then and there. The kid died and came back and said that Christ is coming back.
Oh.
Giving us a message. She posts all kinds of shit like that. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that headline there should have really made the news. I didn't hear anything about that, man. It's
The kid dying and coming back.
Yeah,
There's a lot of those. There's a lot of those kids dying, ladies dying. There, every week somebody's died, come back and brought a message about the Lord, and what heaven's like, and we need to watch out. There's apparently supposed to be some kind of asteroid that's going to hit the day before the elections or something like that.
These asteroids have been, they've been talking about those for years and years.
That's another one of those things, man. Some of those headlines are fun to play with. Like I'll repost the alien ones just because I know it gets under, my wife's skin. You know what I'm saying? Because she's just like, only stupid people believe that stuff, But I think it's funny.
Yeah, aliens will get under your skin. Sometimes they even get under your skin by probing your anus, from what I hear. I don't know what that's all about.
That's what I hear too, man. You get real deep under your skin. Oh, man. That's so funny. Aliens are always trying to sexually
what's up with that?
molest us or something. What is that? Why? Why are you trying to assault us sexually? What's going on?
I know, man. I've seen some UFOs lately. Oh, let me keep my anus lubed in case they pick me.
Right? Or I'm just saying, man, I fucked some freaks back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So, if they were just honest with me, they might actually have a chance, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that picky. Oh, man.
Anyway, can we talk about dead people still, man? I haven't gotten to...
Oh, my bad. Yeah, tell me about these dead people, man. This dude that died, basketball player.
Oh, we talked about Cliff, Cliff Robinson. But this guy, Morgus the Magnificent, man, he's from my childhood, man. He was a guy...
Morgus the Magnificent.
Morgus the Magnificent, man. He hosted a horror movie program, like Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, It was before her, though. But he hosted a local TV show, horror movies, and he was like a mad scientist, Morgus the Magnificent, and he had... I grew up watching this guy, and he would do these little cuts in between during commercials and stuff. He had an assistant named Chopsley. I swear to you, the Gimp from Pulp Fiction was definitely modeled on this guy, man. Just this big guy with a black hood over his head who didn't say anything and just kind of was around just doing as he was told. I think it had some influence over Tarantino, man. But Morgan, he died. He was 90 years old, man. Natural causes, But you don't hear about this stuff, man.
No.
This other guy, Freddie Blum. He claimed to be 116 years old, man. Died this week, and he's from South.
116 years old.
116, yeah.
It sounds cool, right? 116 years old. It sounds like, this guy's got to see a lot.
Yeah.
But you got to think, what was his quality of life past 70? And what was he really seeing past 70? Was he just seeing the inside of an old folks' home?
Well, I think he was pretty healthy, but he grew up in South Africa, man, and he was a black man living in South Africa. So I'm sure the first 70 years of his life were shit. That was up until 1974.
The first 70, I'm talking about after that,
So he needed a little bonus in his life, man, to have a better time, So he was probably
he lived a whole lifetime after 70. You know what I mean? Basically, and so that's just. To me, whenever I hear about people living that long, I always think about their quality of life. Is it really that great? I don't know if I want to live that long.
I think a lot of those people who live that long are actually their health is really good right up till the end. I think that's part of their longevity. When they're 80, it's not like an 80-year-old, a typical 80-year-old.
I'll put it like this, right? My family, they live long. My dad's well into his 80s. My grandma's like 95, and she, completely takes care of herself, walks around. She's healthy, but she's not spry, and my dad, he's healthy, but he's not spry. He's not invalid, you know what I mean? He's a big, strong dude. He's just like me, but just older. And but my point is that you get into the 90s to the hundreds, and you start moving a little bit slower. You start needing a little bit of help. You might have to spend a little bit more time in the restroom, get some assistance. Just the quality of life.
I think
it does go down. I don't think that you're living like you are right now. Like you right now are a healthy, 40-year-old. I'm a healthy 40-year-old, right? We're in good shape. But just think about when we have to have a colostomy bag or freaking we're pissing and we got a catheter and we got to change our bags and shit like that. You're not going out hiking. You're not looking at cars. You know what I mean?
Seems like you're building up a pitch for euthanasia here. Come on, man. Go ahead, close the deal.
I'm just trying to have a conversation, man. You're sitting here. You're just like, no, they're fine. It'll be okay.
Well, yeah, some of them are. I mean, that's what I'm saying. People who do live like over 100 years old, right up until the end, they're normally pretty damn healthy. That's why they actually live so long, because they are spry and can do whatever they want.
No, they're sitting. I've seen them. They're sitting in wheelchairs and they look like freaking.
Oh, right at the end, yeah, but not like 20 years before. They were like, I mean, the guy say 95 years old. There are guys who are 95 years old who still can. I saw that story back at 104 years old. He could still bend quarters with his fingers and stuff, man. It was crazy, you know? But it's really unusual. Anyway, I'd like to say happy birthday to my grandmother. She's 90 years old today. And today's her 90th birthday, and she's doing quite well,
now,
actually.
Is she spry? Is she moving around? I've seen some pictures of her. I'm just saying.
No, she's slowing down a little bit, though.
Yeah.
But she, you know, she likes a good laugh, man. She's funny. Really funny, though, you know? She just has a good... she can't remember everything. Her memory comes and goes, you know, but there's something about her quality of life with her 75 children and grandchildren and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. There's probably more than that. That's a low estimate. So she still enjoys her life, though, man. She still laughs, and she likes to just get up and drink a cup of coffee and hang out and talk, you know, and she enjoys it. She said she got a message from one of my aunts not long ago, and she's like, she's lost her mind, you know? She was talking about my aunt. She's like, she is crazy. She's lost her mind. And she said she thinks I'm 90 years old. She forgot. She didn't know she was 90, man. Which is there's something great about that, though, man. You know? Mm-hmm. She doesn't even know she's 90. So she thought she was 30. So there you go.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
So she's still 30. In her mind, she's still 30. What could be better than that, man?
Okay, so yeah, I don't know, man. I know you love your grandma, but put yourself in her shoes. You think you're 30 and you can't get up and do what you did when you were 30. You're gonna be it's like being in jail.
Yeah. Kind of.
You know what I mean?
Suppose, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's a little different, though, man.
You know, it's like, yeah, you're mentally 30, but you're physically 90. You know, when I was 30, I was freaking banging everything that I could, you know, stick my dick in. You know what I mean? I don't think that's happening at 90.
I don't know. I hear there's a lot going on in the nursing homes.
That's not happening at 42.
I hear there's a lot of that goes on in the nursing homes, though, man.
Yeah.
I think it does.
I don't know. But you know, we can move on. I don't mean to be morbid. I'm sure she has a good life. I'm just saying, for me, I don't know if I look forward to getting old, man. Unless they can do something with technology and soup our bodies up, replace our old organs, keep us ticking, keep us moving like we are right now. Then I'd be okay with it. But
I don't care.
If I gotta get pushed around and my ass wiped, I'd rather somebody just fucking shoot me.
You'd be all right. You have plenty of time to be dead, man. So it'll all be over soon for all of us. So you'll be dead a lot longer than you are alive. So why not hang in there for a little while, man? See what happens.
I'm just saying.
Like I said, technology could take a turn for the better, man.
I hope. That's my point. I hope it does, man. You seriously want someone wiping your ass?
Well, some people like that kind of thing. I don't know.
Do you?
No, it's not my kind of thing.
Exactly. I'm just saying. All right, just trying to get some honesty out of you. Freaking.
You write any jokes this week, man?
You can't be honest. All you can do is joke around. Tell the truth. We want to know the fucking truth.
Oh, no, I don't want anybody wiping my ass. No, of course not.
All right, good. See? Thank you. Did I write any jokes? No, I haven't written any jokes, man. There's nothing to joke about. I'm stuck in my house. I'm fat. I'm depressed. All I can do, honestly, what I have been doing is I've been training with my son. He finally fucking clicked in his head, I was like, if you want to be an MMA fighter, you need to fucking train. Like, what do you think Israel Adesanya is doing right now? Do you think he's sitting there playing fucking video games with his friends, and rapping to YouTube videos? No, he's fucking in the gym right now training, and something clicked, and he's been hitting me up every morning, man, and we've been training 2-a-days, and it's been fun, man. It's been really fun. So I've been really focused on that, just trying to get myself into a rhythm. I want to get us into a schedule. We took Sunday off. I think that's, a good day to take off.
Yeah,
and then
you got to rest.
Yeah,
you have to rest. Maybe he doesn't.
I know, right, dude? He is like a fucking Energizer bunny. It's crazy, and I'm not even doing much. I'm just coaching him, and I'm the one getting tired. I'm like, all right, man, that's good enough for today. He's like, but I want to keep going. I'm like, all right. What do you want to do? But no, he's doing really good, man. I love it, man. I want to get to the point where he can actually fight with me. You know what I mean? And there's a little bit of a curve there, but he's not that far, So that's going to be fun. You're going to see, you'll be seeing a lot of videos of us actually sparring, and you're going to see me getting beat up. So hope you guys are looking forward to seeing that.
At what point can they start an MMA like that? I mean, legally, I mean, I'm sure there are grappling tournaments and things like that.
Right now, he can start doing like jiu-jitsu tournaments, and he can get into smokers. He's old enough to where there's other kids his age that do it, and they do these smokers out of this 4-ounce fight club. That's where a lot of UFC fighters train that live out in Houston. And they do these things that are called smokers, where you just come, you sign up. It's not even like a real legit amateur fight. It's just more so you can get your feet wet, get in there and get the feeling for it.
Yeah.
And so he can do those right now. But when he's 18 is when we'll get him on the amateur circuit, and we'll start his career there. We'll see what happens. I just I'm not in too much of a hurry to get him in there fighting. I want to get him to the level where he can fight me. If he can fight me, then I'm not worried about him fighting anybody in Texas. Anybody, period. Because and he's pretty damn good already. So he gives me some some shit on the ground. Yeah, he's pretty squirrely. So
that's cool, man.
Anyways, that's what I've been up to, man. You've been writing jokes. You've been fucking. Well, you can go back out, so now you can go work your jokes. What are you joking about, man? I hope you're not doing the fucking same thing everybody else is doing, just joking about this stupid corona.
I never do that, man. I don't do the same old stuff. These are just kind of like bits and pieces that I'm trying to piece together, This is kind of a premise for one. I'm a registered donor in multiple countries now, When it's time to harvest, who gets the goods, What do they do? Is there because organs are very valuable, I mean, not even monetarily, man. They save a life. But what do they do, I mean, I registered as an organ donor first in the States, and now I'm registered here in New Zealand as an organ donor. Who gets the kidneys, man? What's going on here, man? It's just a premise, man. Is it a bad one?
A premise or a real question? Because I can answer that question for you.
Oh, you got an answer to that? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, there's huge lists in anywhere you live, New Zealand, United States, of people that need all kinds of organs. And the second that you die, your organs go to the top of the list. So it's like, who's ever at the top of that list gets your kidneys. There's another person on top of the eyeball list. There's another person on top of the heart list.
I'm thinking the joke I wanted to go to is it calls an international incident, because it's an ego thing, really. Somebody like Trump wants to, show his power over New Zealand, man, because, it's American organs, a white American organ, actually. So we want it back here in the States where it belongs, I don't know.
Oh, my God. I get it. That's funny. I like that. I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah.
I don't know, man. That's
one of those obscure jokes that you're famous for. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's super left field. Organ donors.
I wanted to know. Nobody else has this damn type of joke. Nobody, man.
I know. I like that because everybody's sitting in the fucking bar. They're all fucking thinking either about one of two things: coronavirus or the fucking date they're on. You know what I mean? They're thinking about fucking. And you're you're like organ donors. They're like,
Yeah, who the hell?
what?
Hey, that's a real thought I had in my head though. I'd be like, who gets
No, I like
who
it.
gets my organs, man? I'm or an organ donor in multiple countries. Who gets them? How does this work? You know, that's what goes through
Yeah.
my head, man. That's kind of shit I think about. Here's one. I wanted to, when I die, I want to be cremated just so I can contribute to climate change one last time, man. How's that, man? No, nothing. One that gave me the giggles the other day. I was reading that New Zealand is still they're considering putting someone into space, you know, and they're trying to figure out who. And I'm like, you're 51 years behind, and everybody's like, oh, that's so great. We should do that. And I'm like, we did it in 1969. It's too late. You know what are you doing? That's what you're trying to do now? Just get on one of our ships going up there, man. Nothing, man.
Nothing. I don't know. I like them. I like that one about dying. I would use that when if I'm bombing.
Yeah. With I was talking about being cremated.
Yeah, being cremated. Oh
Yeah.
man, I'm dying up here. Hey, can one of you guys make sure that I get cremated? Because I want to make sure that I contribute that one last time. I don't know, but I like it, man. It's a good throwaway.
I got one here. It says rap is cultural appropriation of Dr. Seuss, man. It's stupid, man. I don't know. I forgot about. I used to do Dr. Seuss bit. Dr. Seuss contemplates suicide. Did you ever hear that one? That was so dark, man. I gotta bring that one back. It's pretty good. Oh man. I don't know. What else you got,
No,
man?
I like them. I like them. Your shit's jokey. Your shit's really jokey. My stuff is just is me. It's what's going through. I'm going through a therapy session. You are you were trying to deflect people's attention away from you by being jokey. You don't want people to know what's going on with you.
But
it's different.
The jokiness, though, there is something to it. There's a real, it's a real something that really happened to me, or something that's a real thought that occurred in my head. A lot of it sounds really absurd and over the top, but actually some of this stuff is actually true. You know.
I know. I want to hear you joke about freaking something that was really embarrassing for you. You know, something that really took you down a peg, or like, you know, something you struggled with, you know, your whole adolescent life that you overcame, you know, in your 40s. Like maybe you just figured it out yesterday. You know, it's like you know, like, okay, for me, you know, I'm 42, and I just figured out basically that you got to be nice to people. You can't just yell to get what you want. You know, I know that sounds kind of stupid, but like, you know, every morning when I go into my kid's room, I'm like, get up, go do the dishes, take out the trash, and, you know, do you start doing your homework, right? And they're just like, they just shut down, right? Instead of just going in there and saying, hey, good morning, guys, how you doing? Hey, as soon as you guys wake up, make sure you guys take the trash out and get those dishes up, and then start your homework, all right? Hey, you know your dad loves you, right? Like, I could do something totally like that, and it'd take a totally different other direction. And I just learned that, and I'm 42 years old.
I grew up like that though, man. That's how you know, I don't have any kids, but that's how I was treated, man. Get your ass up.
That's my point.
Yeah, get your ass, take out the trash, man. Do what, you know, go do your thing. You know, we're supposed to do this today. You got to be ready. Get your ass up. Let's go. You know, come help me bleed the brakes on this car, man. You know, you gotta have somebody pump, release, pump. You know, you gotta have the old man's gotta have somebody out there to help him with that, man. Somebody's got to pump the brake while they do it. You know,
right?
Shit like that. You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. To me, that's the even directness doesn't really bother me. You know, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know, man. But it's a different time, man. Get different ideas.
No,
man.
I love your jokes, man. I've always told you that you are one of my favorites, man. That's why we initially started hanging out, because I was a fan of your shit, and I'll gravitate towards the people that I think are funny, and then I'll have an initial conversation with them, and if we can actually talk, then I could be friends with you. And but if you can't hold a conversation, or if you're just not funny, it's very, very hard for me to even say hi or look in your direction.
Yeah. If
Is that a bad thing?
No, I can see that. You gotta have some kind of commonality or something. You know, you got a similar sense of humor sometimes. But I don't know if my jokes are all that funny or not, but they are damn sure original though. Nobody else is doing what I do.
They are funny, dude.
Nobody does what
funny. I do. I'm trying to think of some of them. Man, we would go out and it's such a juxtaposition the way that our styles are, and it'd be like a huge 1-2 punch, because you'd go up
Very different,
and you're
man.
kind of like, yeah, you're hitting them from left field but subtly, and then I get up there and I'm just like, yeah, just boom, right in your face, you know, just pull my junk out and just lay it on the table. Very fun, very fun. Yeah, man. So what else is going on, man? You're about to go do some more vacationing on the beach. You been eating anything interesting lately? Going to any cool restaurants or anything like that?
No, we've been on lockdown a few weeks. Yeah, we always go to cool restaurants, though. You know, we always go to cool places. The restaurants are really great here. And always, I mean, these places that we go to are actually spectacular, man. These houses that we stay in, these Airbnbs and stuff, like where the whole wall opens up and you can just see the beach, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, man. Nobody's bothering you, you know? But it's winter now. Winter, it's probably in the 60s though, but I'll get in the water, man, in the winter, man. You know? Go get in the water, and we have a hot tub. I'll just go get in the hot tub and get hot, and then I'll jump back in the water and then jump back in the hot tub, man. Something like that. It's,
well, like what I was trying to get at is, like, what's your diet like right now? What's your diet consisting of?
Oh, we've got these delivery service. They bring us meals. It's like they have services in the States. It's a different service name here, but what do you call it? Blue Apron or something like that.
Yeah, I know that one.
But this one's pretty good. It's a light menu, man. So it's really helping me. You know, I eat different foods. It's just enough for me, man. A little bit less, and I would be starving to death, man. So it's just enough to keep me a little bit going without putting on too many calories. So it's helped me out a lot, man.
And it's consistent of what, like what type of proteins? Chicken and fish.
Well, chicken, fish, beef. You know, a lot of vegetables I've never heard of that I have to ask Natalie what they are, you know? And it's like, oh, we have parsnips tonight. And I was like, what the hell is a parsnip, you know? It's like a white carrot looking thing, you know?
Oh, wow. Yeah, we're doing the same thing. Well, not the same thing, but we're trying to eat a lot more clean, a lot healthier. So I'm on the chicken breast and fish diet right now. I'm trying to cut out the red meats and the like ground beef and fried shit, you know. And I've been hitting the elliptical. I mean, I've got about 50 pounds of just straight fat on me that I got to get rid of, you know.
Yeah, I need to drop a few too, man. I want to actually. I need to drop a few because in December we're going on some major hikes in Fjordland. Hey, just going to Fjordland's cool, but being able to say Fjordland is really the cool part about it.
Yeah, that's the difficult part, right?
Yeah.
Fjordland. Once you figure that out, then you're in business.
But these hikes are like it's about 8 days of hiking, I think.
Really?
Insanity, yeah. It's just crazy.
Are you hiking
mountains.
to
and the mountains?
Hiking to campsites, or are you just hiking and coming back?
No, we're hiking to different campsites. They'll have.
Okay.
It's. I mean, once we get there, we'll have the good life once we get to the campsites. But you actually have to walk up that mountain with that backpack on you, you know. And it's going to be during the summer then, but it's still kind of cool down there, you know. Maybe even in some of the higher points, maybe get a little snow or something like that. But yeah, I gotta kind of prepare for that, and I could probably do it now. But you want to kind of be in shape enough to where you can actually enjoy it too, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a big thing, is being able to get into that functional shape to where you can actually do things and enjoy what you're doing. I've been working on a lot of that lately because just holding the pads or just training with the sword.
Your thing stopped recording? Okay, I'm gonna narrate on this one because they can't hear you right now.
All right.
I'll keep talking, man. Yeah, you got to be in shape enough to enjoy it, and that kind of goes back to your quality of life thing with the earlier when you get older.
Exactly. So, yeah, man, just getting up and down out of the couch, off the bed, just taking the dogs for a walk. That you want to be able to do this regular functional stuff, man. So I've been working a lot on that stuff lately, because just sitting around here stuck in this house, man, you get out of shape like really quick, and shit becomes really difficult.
Yeah.
I got on an elliptical the other day. I did 10 minutes, and I thought that my heart was going to stop. You know what I mean? This is 10 minutes on an elliptical. I used to do 30 when I was going to the gym, on a regular basis.
And it's also good for you mentally too, man. Especially when you're on lockdown like that, to get some exercise, man. It releases endorphins and things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to get into shape, man. I got to drop a few pounds, man. It's it sounds crazy, but I want to get to where I can dunk a basketball again, man. It sounds insane when I say that. I sound like a crazy person when I say that, but I can still jump, And I think if I dropped about 20 pounds, I think I could still get in the hole. I don't know if it'd be fancy, but I still think I can do it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just delusional, man. I don't know.
I think so.
Okay, you heard it right here, man. I'm gonna commit to doing it, man. Let's see how it goes.
You've said that before, man. This whole dunking the basketball thing. I still don't believe it. But I'm gonna hold you to it. In fact, what I'm gonna do is next time I come to New Zealand, I'm actually gonna bring a basketball, and we're gonna play, man, some one-on-one, and we're gonna let the fans see you.
We have basketballs here
because I don't want any excuses. I don't want I'm just gonna bring.
You never played basketball, man?
I played basketball
on a team or anything.
For a team when I was I was probably like 12 years old, maybe 11, maybe 10, and I had never played on a team before, never played a sport in my life, and my parents signed me up, and I remember the coach. It was full court basketball, and I was the kid they passed the ball to, right? When, on the end of the court, they passed the ball into me. I'm supposed to dribble down and pass it to somebody else, and they're supposed to make it, right? Well, they'd pass it to me. I would dribble all the way down, and I'd get to, like, the three-point line because they'd start blocking me, and I'd just shoot it up in the air, and it'd go over the basket into the crowd. Oh, it was horrible, man. I was the worst basketball player ever. And
you fit right in here, though, man. These guys are terrible.
Oh, yeah?
There's a park right across the street, and I watch them all the time. I guess it's an American sport, so they enjoy watching, and they try to imitate what they see, but their fundamentals are really bad. The shots are terrible, man. You could just hear it thunking off that backboard all day long.
I can imagine.
They're just like pushing the ball without shooting it, It's crazy, man.
I'll tell you what, man. I do like basketball. I think basketball is one of the only sports that's comparable to fighting when it comes to the movement and the cardiovascular push, because there's a lot of lateral movement with basketball. And one-on-one stuff like that, you got to figure out, like the first step to get past that person and stuff.
Spacing.
Yeah. I love it.
Your distance and everything.
Yeah, I love it, man. So I've gotten to basketball a little bit when I was in high school, but not to play on the team, just to play like at lunch and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's cool, man. We'll see if you can dunk a basketball. I'll bring one, and we'll let the fans see what's up. I'll tell you right now, I can't dunk a basketball, and I'm 6'4". Unless I lose this 50 pounds, I'm not dunking shit.
But people, when I say it sounds crazy, I'm 5'9" and I'm 47 years old, so it's not you know what I'm saying. So it's kind of hard to tell, but when I say it just on camera like this, but yeah. Anyway, I'm allowed to be crazy,
you're
right?
More like Spud Head rather than Spud Webb.
I'm not.
Oh man. All right. dude. Well, fuck. It's been a fun time. Is there anything else that you wanted to cover on this podcast?
No, I'd like to say happy birthday to my grandmother one more time, Willie Bell. Her name is Willie, but
Happy birthday, Willie.
90 years, man.
I hope you live a whole lot longer, and you keep having fun. I've had fun. Kevin's had fun. I hope you guys had fun. Hey, click that subscribe button, you guys. Do us a favor. If you want us to keep coming and doing this crap for you, you got to help us out by subscribing, sharing, and liking. All right? Peace.